guys, welcome back for another vlog kind of thing where I just talk about things that are going on in my life and then video games and other things like that. And there's also a marmalade. Hello. Yeah, okay. I've got quite a few things to talk about today because a lot of things have happened and also a lot of things haven't happened. I won't put too fine a point on the matter of the worldwide pandemic news it's affected a lot of people, that's for sure, and it's affected a lot of my work as well, which is why this vlog ended up being a little bit late, because I was going to put a lot of other content into it that then ended up getting cancelled. So we'll just concentrate on what has happened, shall we? So first up, quite a while ago now, Square Enix invited me to the Final Fantasy VII Remake event in London, where I got to go and hang out and play the game for 3 hours, which is the most important part. It was under embargo for a long time as well, so I wasn't allowed to talk about it. Had to kind of not even hint about it. But now I can talk about it, and I can say that I've never been a Final Fantasy fan per se. I never played any of the games, really, apart from the most recent one, which I played. I think I put about 10 hours into it, but I wasn't the biggest fan, I suppose. But I really enjoyed Final Fantasy VII Remake. Really liked it. I think it's partially because when I was a kid, my sister and I used to be completely obsessed with Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, which is the sort of their film that they made. And I always said oh my god, if this amazing looking animated universe kind of thing, if this was what the games looked like, I'd be in it immediately. I'd be so into it. And I can't believe we are here in 2020 and that is literally what it's like. It's 10 years later and this is how far games have come, where it looks that good. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed my time playing the game. The gameplay systems were a little bit weird to get used to for me, someone who doesn't play Final Fantasy games, but once you kind of get the flow, it's not so bad. And Marmalade agrees. But yeah, no, really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to playing it when it comes out for sure, and hopefully you guys feel the same way. So another thing that happened this month was I got invited by David Clulo Opticians to their main branch in London. They just offered me a free eye test and a free pair of glasses just to go along. They didn't specify that they wanted any coverage, but I thought I'd film my trip anyway because I thought it was quite fun. And apparently what I figured out is a lot of people don't feel like they need to get their eyes tested. What the heck? If you right now are looking at me going, yeah, I haven't really got my eyes tested in quite a long time, if ever, then I'm telling you right now that wherever you go, please go get your eyes tested because it's very important. As somebody with really bad eyesight, I can tell you how important it is that even if you think your eyes are fine, it's good to kind of get a benchmark of what your eyes are at the moment, so that maybe there are tiny corrections that could be done but you don't need, and then if they do get worse, you can track them getting worse instead of just being I don't know, maybe they've always been like this. So I would definitely recommend getting your eyes tested. But this was my experience. I went there and I got scans of my eyeballs, which was fun. This is the inside of my eye, which is exclusive for you guys to look at. And they did that test where they test for the pressure in your eyeball, which they do by puffing air into your eye, which is horrible because my eyes are very bad. My this eye I'm mostly blind in. Everything's just mostly just blurry when I see through this eye, so I can't make any details out. And because of that, the machine has to try and focus on your eye to figure out when to do the puff of air. And because my eye's so bad, it couldn't actually focus. And it's terrifying in a way because you're kind of just sat there waiting for the air to hit your eyeball, which is a very weird experience. So you're kind of trying not to flinch in anticipation the whole time. But anyway, yeah, I chose a pair of glasses. They arrived recently, and here they are. I like them, and that's all that matters. Yay! So thank you, David Clulo, for the experience and the free eyewear. I do appreciate it. Also in February, it was Pancake Day. I don't really have anything to add, except for we made some pancakes and I ate them. And that was that. So it was very important that I add that to the vlog. So if you've been following my Twitter and my Instagram, you might have seen I've been working with Team Fordzilla for a few months now. So if you don't know what Team Fordzilla are, they are Ford, the car company, the big, huge car company. Fordzilla is their esports team. So we compete in a lot of the major racing games, like GT Sport and iRacing and Forza. And Ford I'm kind of like their UK market captain, which means that I kind of keep an eye on the UK side of things and the competition here, and try and bring people into race for us. So if you think that you're super duper fast at like iRacing or GT Sport, and you can prove it with some videos or some footage, and you live in the UK, please let me know, because we are always on the lookout for like the fastest of the fast. But the point of this was that we've just started a brand new project called Project P1, which is, it's really cool, because it's essentially giving all you guys the chance to design a car that could go into any video game. So it's supposed to be like designing a sort of hypothetical car that is being literally designed by the real Ford design team. So there's like polls going up on Twitter a lot. So we've had 4 polls so far at the time of recording, and by the time I've finished editing it, I feel like we'll probably have had the rest of them, but hopefully I'll get this out before that point. But let me just have a look. So 2 of the polls so far have actually come back 50-50. There has been a slight lead on the winner. So like, for example, integrated wheels versus exposed wheels was 50-50, which is pretty crazy. So we need you to vote to help break these tiebreakers. But it looks like the votes won on integrated wheels. So far, it looks like the car we're building is, let's have a look. It's going to be a 2-seater with integrated wheels, a closed cockpit, and a mid-engine. So I envision it looking something like this. As you can see, I'm not an artist. But anyway, it's a really cool project. So if you follow at Team Fordzilla on Twitter, keep up to date with everything that's going on there. And once the polls are finished, then I suppose it's time to get to work on designing the actual the video game car, which is really cool. So you could be a part of something that's it's pretty damn awesome to be able to work directly with the Ford design team to create a car. So definitely worth getting involved in. And other news, Warzone just came out, which is the Call of Duty Battle Royale. It's free to play. So I've hopped on PC for a little bit, had a few games, had a good time. We won our first game somehow. I don't know what happened. We just got to the end of the game and I killed the last guy, and it was like, oh, that was the last guy. We won. All right, cool. And then I think ever since then, the matchmaking has kicked in, and yeah, we haven't won since. So, but I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun because I don't really play Call of Duty on PC. I played it. I used to play it a lot on Xbox, and I played the new one a little bit for Xbox On last year. But I'm actually really enjoying this Battle Royale. It kind of, you know what it gives me? It gives me vibes of Firestorm, the Battlefield Battle Royale. But I didn't really like Firestorm, whereas this plays a lot better, I think. Don't tell Battlefield that. I do love Battlefield, but don't know. That Battle Royale was not very fun. There was a lot of little problems with it. But this one, Warzone, is really enjoyable. So, and it's free. So I think I probably won't stream it because I think it's a bit dicey streaming Call of Duty on Twitch. But I'm definitely going to be playing it in my spare time alongside all the World of Warcraft, which I'm still obsessed with, unfortunately. But in good news, we did finally we cleared normal mode N'Zoth. And the team also cleared Heroic, but I wasn't involved in that. And they've started on Mythic, so that's pretty cool. I also on stream dove back into Destiny. They've just brought out their Season of the Worthy, which is they're basically Destiny have moved to like seasonal content rather than DLC drops. So they've put out like a big DLC with Shadowkeep, and then they put out sort of like more live event style updates in the form of seasons. So I think, by the looks of it, I haven't really played any of these seasons until now, but it's like a bit of story alongside a sort of grind to keep you occupied. So I jumped into the new Season of the Worthy because I haven't played Destiny in quite a long time. And I was kind of just curious to see what it was all about. And I just don't know how I feel about these seasons. I'm not really a huge fan, I suppose, as a sort of very casual player. I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Marmalade, exactly. It just didn't connect with me very well. I think it's because you're constantly doing bounties and trying to it's like every single quest, you're like, right, if I just do these bounties, I'll finish this quest. And then you finish that quest step, and it's another quest step with bounties. And it's just never ending, like, quest bounties. And I don't find that very fun, personally, I guess. Marmalade! She has a lot of feelings about Destiny. You're like an alarm. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I sort of jumped into it because I kind of wanted to know more about the Rasputin, because the whole story is about Rasputin, and I wanted to sort of get more of that juicy, delicious, yummy story. But I feel like I'm just being kept like at arm's length from the story, and I don't like that. I want to know more. So I don't know. I'll probably still play a bit more Destiny on stream once I finish The Witcher. But what? But yeah, I don't know. As a casual player, I just don't think I just don't connect with this kind of content, I suppose. It doesn't, like, if I'm going to spend my time playing a game, I don't want to be doing the same bounties over and over to complete a quest, which then gives me the same bounties over and over. You know what I mean? I feel like it's playing for the sake of playing if I do it at the moment. So I probably will do it on stream at some point, because I do like hanging out with the Destiny community and having a good time on Twitch. But I just, as for like doing it in my spare time, it's not really like appealing, I suppose. But I'm kind of curious to see what the end result is, because I haven't, like I said, I haven't like grinded Destiny in a long time. So maybe the satisfaction will be getting to that like top power level, and I don't know, having ground for the guns that you wanted and being ahead of the curve. I don't know, maybe that's what the satisfaction is in it. So maybe I'll just give it a go and see what it's like for this season. And also, Trials is back, but I haven't played it. Everybody's been having a ton of fun streaming Trials, and I haven't even tried. But it's probably because my power level is like 950 or something, and you have to be 960 to play Trials, so I'd be a massive detriment anyway. But I don't know, maybe I'll give Trials a go next weekend. We'll see how it goes. And as you can probably tell, my acne is just somehow even worse than it was in the last video, so yay. I was put on a new birth control I have to go on a birth control to start Roaccutane, and I think that's made it even worse. And then I got a phone call today to say that birth controls that they've put me on for the last month, it doesn't actually work with Roaccutane. So I have to stop taking it and try a different one, which is like the biggest pain in the ass for me. Really not looking forward to switching it again. But that's gonna be fun, I guess. I just want to feel happy with my skin again. There's been lots of points where I've had to sit there like all kind of sad, put some ice on my face and just be like but it's, I mean, I know it sounds like maybe if you're listening to this and you've never had acne problems, it probably sounds like a non-issue maybe, but I kind of have to be on camera a lot, and that involves looking at myself a lot, especially when I edit my own videos, and I try and post on like Instagram, and I stream on Twitch. And I when you can't stand looking at your own face because you hate what you see, which is the case when I'm not wearing makeup, I can't stand it. It's really hard to want to like create content because you don't feel good about yourself. And when you don't feel good about yourself and the way you look, it's really hard to motivate yourself to, you know, utilize that for entertainment. It's hard. So that's kind of why I guess I've slowed down posting a lot on a lot of sites, and I've not really done much extra content that I would like to do. But I'm hoping to get it fixed soon. So yeah, I'm not looking for sympathy or anything. I'm just, you know, letting you know where I'm at with that, because I think it's, for me, at least at the moment, it's quite a big part of my life, and it's affecting a lot of what I do, which sucks. So yeah, we'll get that sorted out at some point soon, and I'll feel better again. So I hope. And podcast news. I started writing my podcast. I've settled on a name. It's going to be called Explorers Guild, because it's got lore. It's exploring. It's like a guild, so it's like a group of people, like a community. You know, it's good vibes. Anyway, I've written 3 episodes. I'm halfway through writing the 4th episode now, and then hopefully I shall start releasing them. They'll be released every 2 weeks. And these are pretty chunky. The first episode is like 25 minutes, I think, but the second episode is going to be around 40 to 50 minutes, and the same for the third one. So they got this is why it's taken a lot longer than I planned, because they've actually got a lot chunkier as time's gone on, and I'm sat there writing it, getting to like 10,000 words, going, This is a lot. What have I let myself in for? So I think maybe the future episodes I'll try and make them a little more, I don't know, a little bit more restrained, a little bit less just kind of me going, I want to say everything, and make them a little bit shorter. But hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will post on my Twitter and Instagram when that's out, so you can, if you're interested in the lore of video games, then keep your eye out for that, because I'll be going through lots of different franchises. We're starting with World of Warcraft for obvious reasons. I don't know what you're talking about. And yeah, we'll go into other games as well at some point soon. So yeah, keep your eye out. I say one eye because I've only got one good eye, so everyone else has to keep one eye out. And finally, I don't want to put too much of a point on the issue, but obviously it is kind of a global thing, and I don't want to just ignore it. But obviously, coronavirus is affecting everybody at this point. I want to get on my soapbox, I suppose, and say just, remember to have compassion for people right now. This is a very difficult time to go through for a lot of people. Just, make sure that we are there for people and that we're not trying to drag everyone down, because it's not going to help. We're in this together at this point. We've got to work together to make sure we're all staying afloat. So I won't be talking about it on my streams anymore. We have mentioned it a couple times, but I think from this point onwards, I'm going to keep my streams as a sort of free zone away from that, because I know it's dominating the news and it's dominating conversation, and I don't want to add to people's stress in a place where they want to get away from everything. So in my streams from now on, I won't be talking about it. But if you are a subscriber on my streams, we do have a channel in the Discord server where it's dedicated just to talking about it and sharing news, which I'm in there quite a lot, because I think it's important to make sure we're sort of not spreading misinformation, and we're keeping calm and making sure that we are just preparing as well as we can. So if you want to chat about it, that's a good place to do it, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you there. But otherwise, yeah, I'm going to keep it away from my streams, and I just please stay safe, and remember that it's not just you that your actions affect, it's other people as well. But yeah, I'm hoping for the best for you all in this time, because it is tricky. So I think that's kind of everything, I suppose. It feels like nothing has really happened, but I guess quite a lot has in a way. It just doesn't feel like it. I don't know, time just feels like it goes so slowly yet so quickly at the same time. I mean, I've done other things. I set up my Ring Fit finally, and finally used it, and I've made some delicious foods. I made a stew, and I'm gonna make a chili tomorrow, and I've got addicted to grape aloe vera juice. And I also there's a bunch of other little projects in the works that I can't talk about right now, but I am excited about. But obviously current world events have thrown a bit of a spanner into the works, but it is what it is. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will still be streaming as much as I can, which is at the moment 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday, around 6 to 7 p.m. British time. But I hope to see you there. If not, I'll update you in my next vlog thing. I don't know what this is. I'm just kind of rambling at you guys and going, hey, go watch this. I hope this is okay. Thank you for watching, guys, and stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.